All right, welcome back. In this video, we're going to visit our camp to swap out Gale for Asterion. We'll find the Harper cache, meet some absolute cultists, enter the Blighted Village, breach the Goblin defenses, and head into the Goblin camp. In camp, we'll talk to Asterion.
Need something?
And we'll say option 2, need them
I
party.
would, but you have so many friends already.
And we'll let Gale rest.
Well, in that case, I'm all yours.
All right. Now that we've got Asterion back in the party, we're going to map travel to the Emerald Grove.
Moving ahead.
And we're going to loot the Goblin boss.
Let's have a look.
And you can loot anything where the treasure chest is gold without upsetting anyone. Where the treasure chest is red, someone would get annoyed if we did that. And it doesn't look like we have any of those. We're going to head over here to this rise and jump up. And continue climbing. Head over to the ladder. So we're going to loot the skeleton for an item that will allow us to have the spell Guidance. We're going to pick up this oil barrel. I'm going to ungroup so that the party doesn't follow me and jump up and loot this chest. And we'll grab everybody and come over and see if we can't detect this spider hole.
Something over there.
We'll go ahead and click on it with Alfira.
The back of the
We want the
crevice lies
bard
a bag
option to show up here.
enfolded in the chitinous squabbling of spiders. A shiny gold coin pokes from its mouth.
So we will roll this nature check, but it doesn't matter if we succeed or fail.
The creatures clutch the pouch possessively. You have no doubt. A spider egg is nestled within.
So regardless of that, we'll choose the bard option.
One by one, the spiders retreat to the rear of the crevice, lulled by your murmurs.
The bard option always works. And
You
we'll
stash
reach
the
for the bag.
Something clinks among the coins.
So that's a spider egg pouch. We can throw it or break it and summon 4 spiders that will fight alongside us. And we're gonna head back down.
You know what I really miss about Baldur's Gate? The food. Fresh.
And we'll ungroup because it looks like we've lost Lizelle. One of the changes that was made in one of the later patches is to limit one person on a ladder at a time, and sometimes the NPCs can get lost because of that. There's a backpack here that we can see,
How much further can I go?
and we'll head up the right side of this path to encounter some absolute cultists.
People up ahead. Something's wrong. You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
This is our first clue about what's going on. We'll say 2. What happened to your friend?
An oil bear. Please, do you have any...
Shut up, Andric. Do you serve the Absolute?
Wait.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head.
So we'll hold his stare.
Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brynna, new recruits, yours to shepherd.
Protect them. She is a true soul. Mind her. She will... She...
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
So we'll say option 6, forget the owlbear, you're still alive.
What? And just... leave Ed? I suppose he'd want us to go on. Find a way to honor his sacrifice.
May the Absolute guide us.
And they'll run off to the Goblin Fort. And we'll just
They're
head off.
clearly devoted to the Absolute, whatever that is.
So we're not going to be using the illithid powers and don't really need the illithid worms. That body has one, as well as one of the parts of a combination item. If we want, we can come back and get it later. These adventurers have good gear. We specifically want this quarterstaff. Okay, and here we're going to metagame a little bit. If we had been to the Grove or had gone through the secret passage, we would know that there is a drow or multiple drow that are commanding the goblin presence. So we're going to cast Disguise Self and look like a drow elf. And now that we've got our disguise on, we'll just walk straight into the Blighted Village.
Goblins.
Well, there's usually a trap
I can
here.
smell trouble.
Get over there! Surround him like!
We'll say, I know you're there.
You spotted us. Good. It's like they say. Wait. A drow. In the sun. Stand down! This one's got a touch of the Absolute about her. Apologies, your lordship. Hard making you out from a distance.
We'll say, don't let it happen again.
Of course. Come and go as you like. Move it, lads! And show some respect.
You see, we got experience for defeating that entire group.
So, you know about these parasites.
Oh, and we'll head up here.
Surviving.
Now we'll ungroup the party and select Lizelle and equip the quarterstaff that we just picked up. We'll need it to break apart this moss-covered chest. So we're just going to attack it. we want the haste helm and whatever else is inside here, because we're going to need some money.
You fight well, but you're so efficient.
We'll also want to pick up any of the explosive barrels that we're finding here.
I fight to win, not to make
So
spectacles.
there's one over here,
What a waste.
one here,
Found and taken.
and one here. All right,
I've got a long
now
road
we'll
ahead.
select our main character again. And before we leave town, we'll level up. So for our main character, leveling up the bard's a little odd. At level 3, we need to choose our subclass. We're going to choose College of Swords. Then we can go back to the main screen and make sure that we've got our deception skill and persuasion skills as the ones we would like expertise in. We'll choose a new spell. That spell is going to be invisibility. We will choose a fighting style. We'll take 2 weapon fighting, and we don't need to replace the spell. So we'll just hit accept. For Shadowheart, we don't need to do much but change the spell selection she has. We're going to remove Prayer of Healing and replace it with Enhanced Ability. Lazelle's a little complicated. We're not going to take the Battle Master class. We're going to take Eldritch Knight. We'll select Mage Hand and Minor Illusion as cantrips. For spells, we're going to take Magic Missile and Not Shield, Protection from Good and Evil. This is a spell that the next level we're going to replace. And from our expanded list, we're going to select Featherfall. And for Astarion, we're going to select Arcane Trickster, or Thief would also work. Arcane Trickster gives you more ability to get around. Thief is a little bit more damage. We'll select Minor Illusion and also Light. Really doesn't matter what your other cantrip is. For spells, we'll take Disguise Self and Sleep. And from the expanded list, we're going to take Enhanced Leap. We'll also be taking Featherfall. Alright, now with only the main character selected and the rest of the people staying here in the Blighted Village, we're going to go further towards the Goblin Forts. Now, the goblins throughout the entirety of Act 1 are absolutely terrified of drow elves. And so we, with just a drow disguise, will be able to walk through and get experience for several of these combats.
We'll need a cover story.
Shove out the claw! Drow coming through!
Now, that we're getting inspiration from Astarion every time we do this is one of the reasons why we had Astarion come back to the party and replace Gale. Now, on this bridge, we're going to get a cutscene where the Absolute communicates with us for the first time, and the mysterious relic will move to protect us. The reason we left Shadowheart in the Blighted Village is so that this cutscene plays without her present, and the relic is forced to come to us. The reason that's important is that Shadowheart and Lazelle will argue over who's got the relic, and they will not argue if we have it.
Obey my command.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the weapon, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
The visions fade and the voice falters as a strange energy swells around you. The many-sided artifact. Somehow you understand it's repelling the presence.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
We'll just choose to put the artifact away. And you can see we've received the mysterious artifact. And we'll head into the Goblin camp.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
To our right is the waypoint, and we'll grab that. Alright, so now we'll jump back to the rest of the party. Group everyone back up, open our map, and jump to the Goblin camp. We have a few tasks to do here, and we'll ungroup. First is we are going to take Shadowheart and cast Enhanced Ability Eagle Splendor for Charisma on our main character.
Statue of Selena. This room must have been dedicated to her.
We're going to open our main character's inventory and equip the silver pendant we got that can cast guidance. And we're going to come up the viney wall here, and we're going to talk to the Booyag Piddle, who has a copy of an inspiration book. We'll grab this potion of healing.
Looks like Boo's got the better of
Jump.
them. They're practically
Over
unconscious.
here there are some potions. We need to keep this antidote for some activity we'll do later in the Underdark. And we're going to come over here and chat with this guy.
Here, help us out. Says here that goblinoids are obstreperous and malodorous. What's that mean?
Again, we'll always choose the Bard option if we can.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'd have said that. Bit wordy though, innit? Still, only other stuff to read round here is the filth clagger scrawls in the latrines.
We'll say, where did you find that?
Belonged to some bloke who showed up here asking questions. Bold as a bugbear he was. Said he's writing a book about the Absolute. Lads didn't like that. Said he was a spy or some such. That's him, at the party, warbling away. Well, I had a good chinwag with him, though. Interesting bloke.
We're going to ask to see the manuscript.
I ain't finished with it. There's enough reading here to last me a lifetime.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
So we're going to use Bard's Deception. You see that we've got advantage because of the Eagle Splendor from Shadowheart. We'll have Guidance. We add 8 to 11. The check is 10, as long as we roll a 2.
You're right. What does some bleeding outsider know that I don't? I'll be famous. And nobody will remember this pack of lies.
So this book, when we read it, will grant inspiration to any sages in the party. We're a sage, Gale's a sage. Rather than reading it now, we're going to pick it up. And we grabbed a bag when we were escaping the Nautiloid, and we'll keep these books in this bag so that we remember which ones they are. And that's it. We can jump back to the Goblin Camp, and we're going to grab some loot with Lae'zel. So we'll head back over here, climb the knotted roots, and jump, and jump again. There's a backpack right here to loot. We'll grab whatever's in it and cast Featherfall. There is a chest down here. There's traps all the way through here. So we'll avoid those by jumping down. Because we've got a bludgeoning weapon, we'll just break the chest open and grab this glowing shield. Featherfall's a lot of fun to move around with. You can jump these really crazy distances. And we're going to come over behind Krolla and climb up here. And we're going to grab some loot as well. If we move this vase out of the way, we should be able to make this jump. You can see we're overburdened now from these barrels. We'll highlight them and send them to camp. Cast Featherfall. And we're going to jump over to this waterfall. Now, be careful, there's a trap right here. So we'll click the rock to climb it, but not walk across it. We'll jump. And we'll break this chest as well. And then we'll map travel to the Goblin Camp. Select our main character again and go over to talk to the trader. He's right here. Grab the trader. He sells 2 items that we want, but we're not going to buy them yet. What we need now is money. We would like 300 gold.
Welcome, your greatness. I've got some good stuff if you're looking to buy.
Because we're going to play Chicken Chase. So let's see what he's got. Again, because we're drow, he reacts completely differently. He's really nice to us. We're going to sell just about anything. All right, so we've got the money that we need. And we'll leave.
Your greatness.
And we're going to come over to Krolla, who's running the Chicken Chase game. Before we talk to her, we'll cast Speak with Animals.
His name is Draw-Raxon, his voice
Hell's that yowling bleeds the ears. Is that supposed to be entertainment? Don't need 2 mates. We already got the greatest start there is, and it ain't no warbling. Is Chicken chasing.
We'll select chicken chasing what?
Only the greatest game since eggs sprouted legs, mates. You just gotta chase the chicken round the course and through the posts. But that ain't all. Gotta do it quick and alone. Any of your mates step in, you lose. Time runs out, you lose. Sound easy? It ain't. Come back when that Arthwit's done wailing and find out.
So we need to get Volo out of here.
His troops will disarm you and grow you the truth. With Fragulous crown and with scepter abraid, draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblin kind had reduced them to cowering filfhenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had led you glide.
So we're just going to give him our rapt attention.
You! Move off!
Do as she says. Now. Now, where was I, huh?
Wait a tick. That a friend of yours?
Oh, certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying.
To you? Never. Come, let's continue our ballad. Draw Ragslin, draw Ragslin, I am draw Ragslin, Tumptuous, draw Ragslin,
You broke him!
Wait, wait. Draw Ragslin, we play, we...
Come on, pigeon! Back to your cage!
Now, look what you've done. Of course.
My name's Gribbo, idiot!
Right, yes. More for me.
Okay. So he'll head off and we'll start some chicken chasing.
Well, brave enough to take on the chicken.
Say, sure, I'll play.
Wonderful. And you got coin to back you?
Oh, come on. Let's make a real wager.
Cocky, eh? Maybe you've got the skill to back it up. Or maybe I'm about to make a heap of coin. Let's get a crowd going and find out, eh?
So we can regroup and move over here. The chicken chase starts on this little breakout. And we'll separate our group and get ready to walk in. Now, as soon as she moves the chicken, it's going to land over here, and we're just going to talk to it and tell it to run through the
What
posts.
are you waiting for? Shimmy on the starting mark and let's get going. Chase that chicken!
Burning! Feathers burning! You! Help! Help!
So we'll take option 3.
Free? Free! Free!
He's running circles round you! That's the game done. Come here.
All right. So we can bring our group back, and we'll talk to Krolla.
Well, looky here. Seems like you know your way around the course.
Say, hand over my winnings.
Pardon? Your what? Think you misunderstood, mate. Ain't no winnings, 'cause only a goblin can win chicken chase. Says so in the rules.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. authority.
So we're going to take option 4, the drow option.
The Underdark. Aye, I've had littermates disappear down there. Here, your coin, or only a joke. Rules! A joke is all, no offense meant.
And if we open up our inventory, we can see that everybody's got money. 150, a little more, 150, and 150. So she paid up double the bet. At this point, we're going to go talk to the trader again and pick up the items we wanted. Sorry to interrupt you, peeing.
Your greatness. Something catch your eye.
So, what we're interested in are the bracers of archery and the returning pike. And we can sell whatever's in our inventory to get to that value. We've even got a little to spare.
Been a pleasure, your greatness.
Now on lower difficulties, the merchant price is going to be different and lower, so you might be able to buy them for less than we paid. And we're gonna head to the door, and in the next video we'll go inside and do a little more looting, shopping, and save Volo. See you there.